For this Pilates class, all you need is a mat or a towel. When ready to begin, come to a seated position at the edge of your mat. Go ahead and start to relax your shoulders down. Place your palms onto your legs, and we're going to start to slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. So inhale, start to lift tall through the spine. Exhale, start to slowly roll down, using your hands onto legs for support. Start to walk your heels in, allowing you to come all the way down onto your mat. Place your hands gently by your sides, palms facing down, and just start to relax here. See if you can let your shoulders melt down into the mat just a little bit more. And find a position for your legs that's most comfortable for you today. So that might be knees bent, like me. It might be drawing the feet together, allowing the knees to fall and hips open. Or it might be like letting the legs go all the way out to an extended position and resting here. Wherever you are, start to close your eyes. Start to tune into your breathing. See if you can just start to lengthen your inhales and your exhales. So maybe breathing in for a count of 4 and exhaling for a count of 4, or maybe shorter or longer than that. And start to notice your belly as it rises and falls here. See if you can start each inhale from the belly all the way up, traveling towards the rib cage. And every exhale, a chance to soften the ribs, and then belly last. If following a traditional Pilates breath here, we breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. But remember, if something feels more comfortable instead, use that breath throughout our class today. Also, if following a traditional Pilates breath, our exhale is an audible sound. Imagine blowing out a birthday cake candle, so it's slightly forced of an exhale, allowing for a deeper engagement through the abdominals and transverse abdominis. And stay here for 2 more breath cycles, seeing how much air you can take in and slowly releasing it. Every exhale, a chance to soften just a little bit more of the upper body or maybe your face. And on your next exhale, we're going to start to link gentle movement of the abdomen. So we take a big breath in, filling our entire body up with air. And then exhale, draw navel down to spine, bracing your spine and pelvis down towards the mat. Anchoring and creating a strong, stable foundation. We want to continue this breath every exhale, slowly drawing the core in tight. And relax. Last 2 here. Inhale, fill the whole body up with air. Exhale, contract. Last time, inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, take your right leg up to tabletop position. And exhale, send the left up to meet it. Squeeze the fingers together so there's no space between them. Soften your shoulders and allow your hands to float up just a few inches, hovering over your mat. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, draw navel down to spine and start to peel your body up off of your mat. At the top, soften your shoulders, release head and neck here. Use the muscles of the abdomen to hold you here. Option to point your toes or leave them relaxed together. So start to pump the arms gently here. Imagine you're slapping water, but movements are controlled. The top of the shoulder is active here. The core is in tight, and our head and neck is relaxed. For 100, we start to breathe in for 5 inhales, followed by 5 exhales. So inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue this rhythm here. Know that if your head starts to strain or your neck becomes uncomfortable, just lie your head down and continue the same movement. Also the option to draw the feet down to the mat for more stability and support on the low back, or option to extend the feet long, heels draw together, gentle squeeze of the heels to activate the inner thighs, feet in Pilates stance. Breathing. Three more sets here. Continuing to focus and check in, scanning the body, making sure the head and neck feel protected, making sure the navel is anchoring the spine down towards the mat. Last set. Draw the knees in towards your chest. Allow the head to come down. Allow the shoulders to soften. Maybe find a gentle sway side to side here, gently massaging your spine. Know that you can always come back here for a rest at any point. And remember to listen to your body today. So if something doesn't feel right, find the option that feels better, or simply take a rest, pause, reset, and then rejoin. Pause and the legs come back to center again. Option to point the toes or relax the feet all together. Hands find the sides of the shins. Let the shoulders fall down. Inhale here. Exhale, navel draws down and in. Lift, reset shoulders. This time see if you can engage your shoulder blades gently towards one another to activate your back body. Take your left hand to your left knee, right hand to your left ankle, and extend right leg long, single leg stretch. Stay very light on the hands. Inhale, inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, inhale, exhale, switch. Option to modify here by drawing the legs up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Again, really focus on keeping the shoulders soft, keeping the core active, and using the abdominals to draw the knees in versus pulling with the arms. So the arms are guiding the movement here, allowing the torso to stay lifted. 3, 2, last one. Pause in the center. If you need a rest for the head, take it. Soften the shoulders, pull the navel down, lift up, double leg stretch. Inhale, extend arms and legs long. Exhale, navel to spine, contract and reach the arms past the ankles. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, sweep the arms. Breathe. Focus here on keeping the chin away from the chest, neck and head relaxed. Each movement begins at the torso. Each movement ends there. Good. 4, 3, remember you can always lie your head down. 2, last one. Hold at the top, hold here, soften the shoulders. Take a big breath in, see if you can lift up just a little bit more for 3, 2, and 1. Hands come down onto the shins, lower the head and neck, release the shoulders. Option to sway here or just pause in stillness. Draw the legs back to center. Allow the hands to either come down by your sides, palms facing down for more support and protection of the neck, or draw the hands back behind you for more of a core challenge. Draw the navel down. Exhale, lift the head if choosing to. Take the legs up towards the ceiling. Draw heels together, feet in Pilates stance. Option to point the toes or relax them. Check in with head and neck, and then open up the elbows if you're choosing to stay lifted through the head. Start to lower the legs down just a few inches, and then squeeze the heels to lift back up. Inhale, lower the legs. Exhale, navel down, squeeze, and slow, controlled movement. We want to pay close attention to the low back here. Make sure it's not popping up off of your mat. If you find that happening, simply modify or limit how far down your legs are going. Navel down. Good. 2 more. Squeeze the heels, hold. Squeeze the heels, draw the belly in. Force the core to lift you up. Last one. Hold here, draw the legs back into tabletop. Lift the head if it's not already there. Relax head and neck, reopen elbows. Hug the shoulder blades, crisscross, lifting over and switch. Keep slow and controlled. Reaching big toes towards the other side of the room, lifting through the core. We lift up in center and rotate over. Avoid trying to reach your elbow towards the knee. Instead, think about drawing your whole chest and collarbone up towards that thigh, or maybe even past the thigh. 4. I want to stay open through the chest and rib cage here. Last 2. And final 1. Pause in the center, lift up just a little bit higher. 3, 2, and lower. Draw the knees in, find that gentle sway. Perhaps this time you start to draw small circles as if you were stirring a large pot of soup, releasing a little bit of tension around the sacrum, and then changing directions. Come back to the center, see if you can relax the shoulders back down, and then let the feet fall down towards your mat. Feet are flat on your mat, toes facing forward, feet hip distance apart. Allow your arms to fall by your side, shoulders relax to the mat, palms are facing down. We're gonna move into our bridge here, so start to prepare. Option to keep your feet completely resting on your mat or to float your toes off and working your heels. Walk your heels in just a little bit closer towards your bottom. Take a breath in here to prepare. Exhale, press firmly into the heels. Start to slowly lift up. Really focus mentally on your glutes pulling you up to the sky. Pause here. Relax head and neck. Check in with your hands. You want to keep no pressure here. Make sure we're not pushing through the fingers or straining through the upper body. Inhale, lower towards the mat. Exhale, press to lift. Smooth. Each time drawing up just a little bit higher towards the sky. Pay close attention to what's happening through the knees, making sure they're not falling out or caving in. Send your focus to the back body, hamstrings, and glutes. 4 more. 4, 3, good, 2. Last one, hold up at the top. Start to find little bitty pulsing movements, but not trying to pop the hips here. Instead, we release the glutes, we engage the glutes. Release, contract. The core does the same. It releases, it contracts. For 4, 3, this is a half range of motion from the last. Hold again at the top. Allow the feet to come down. Walk your feet in just another footprint forward toward your bottom, and then float the heels up this time. Lower the hips all the way to touch gently, and then press all the way up. This doesn't feel comfortable, or if you find any cramping happening through the feet, simply place the entire foot back down, keeping your feet flat, moving through the last 4 bridges here. 3, 2, last one, holding up at the top. Option to keep the hands down for more support, or to lift them up off the ground. If they're lifted and reaching towards the ceiling, let the shoulders fall, so really let them drop here. Remember to feel the mat underneath. Maybe press up just a little bit higher into your bridge. For 3, 2, last one. Lower all the way down, draw knees in, find a gentle sway side to side, and breathe. Pause back in the center, feet come back down. Take the left leg and extend it out long. Do a quick peek here, make sure both thighs are parallel, and then send the fingertips and elbows back behind the head. If looking for an additional rest time here for the head or neck, simply keep the head down and just move through with the leg movement. Bring navel down, take a big breath in here, fill up. Exhale, pull the navel down and lift back up. Soften the shoulders, engage the shoulder blades, open through the elbows. We move left leg down, smooth and lift. We want to avoid having the leg fly up and down quickly, which uses acceleration and momentum. Instead, we want to control. We use the core to pull up the leg. The torso is lifted for an additional challenge to the core, or the head can come down for additional support of your neck. Peel your chin away from your chest here. So if you can slow down the leg even more. And then see if you can connect your movements. So if your head is lifted, as your leg lifts, lift the torso. Let it tip down just a tiny bit, and then pull back up. Linking both upper and lower body here. 4, check in with your right toes. Make sure you're not clawing your mat. 2. Last one, hold here. Flex through the foot. Stay lifted, draw the navel down. Same thing, just the leg moves with the flexed foot. Lead each movement with the heel. So imagine your heel is a paintbrush, painting a line on the wall across from you. Recheck in with the chin, making sure not to collapse through the upper body. Check in with your elbows. Notice if they started to come in versus staying open and wide. And then check back in with your core. Are you using those muscles to pull the leg up, or is the movement only coming through the hip? So we want to connect hip and pelvis to our core. Last one, pause when the leg is up in the top. Hold here. Take your elbow, your right elbow, over towards the left. Keep this holded position and slowly drag the leg down for the last 4. 3, core in tight, stay open through the chest, keep chin lifted. 2, last one. And relax, come back to the center. Draw that leg in, maybe roll the ankle, roll the shoulders. And place that leg back onto your mat when you're ready. We send the right leg long, pointing through the toe as the first option. Fingertips come back behind the head once again, or stay at your sides, giving the head and neck a rest. Inhale, exhale, draw the navel down, start to peel up slow, 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 slow. Hold, pull the belly button in to anchor here. The leg lowers and lifts, smooth. Inhale, drawing the leg down. Exhale, slowly dragging up. Good. Steady your breath here. 4. Smooth. 3. Try not to rush your movements. 2. Final 1. Pausing at the top, flexing through the foot. We move down slow and lift slow. 3. We're going to connect upper body with lower body in 2. Last one, if your head is lifted, option to lift the torso, lower it with a slight tap, lift it up. Good, really make sure you're not pulling on your head or neck here. The arms are simply resting there to support the neck. The elbows are staying open, the shoulder blades are active. Last 3. 2. Pause at the top, lift the torso, take your left shoulder over towards the right thigh, and same thing. Final 4, peel the chin away from the chest, recommit to engaging your core by drawing your navel down for 4, 2, the last one, and rotate center. Bring the leg in, soften the shoulders, option to roll the ankle, maybe wiggle the toes. Draw both legs in, recommit to letting the shoulders, head and neck rest here. See if you can connect again with your breath. Think back to the beginning where we drew our breath in for a count of 4 and exhaled for a count of 4. Return back to that long, controlled breath, allowing the mind to slow down, allowing us to pause and reset here. Let the feet come down to your mat. When you're ready, start to roll over towards one side and coming all the way up, allowing the forearm to come onto the mat, and then we'll check our legs here. So we want to send our bottom leg to the mat with a bent knee and top leg forward. Our tendency here is to roll the hip back. We want to take it forward and stack the hips. We then want to check in with our upper body, so sending our elbow directly under our shoulder. As we get going, our tendency is to slide away from the elbow. We really want to keep that stacked as well. Forearm is resting here. Change or check back in with the hips. Option to hold your hand onto your hip bone as a reminder mentally to stabilize here, or the hand can come down or it can come up to the thigh. So personal preference here. Reset shoulders, lift and check posture. So lifting tall from the crown of the head. Take the right big toe or left big toe to the ground and just pause for a second. So before we add any movement, this is a good time to check in with if this is comfortable for you. If it's not, extend your arm long and just rest your head down and other hand in front. So this will remove any work on the shoulder and allow you to stay completely relaxed upper body. If lifted here, engage the core. Keep the abdominals engaged the entire time. We start to lift up slow and lower. Breathing here, keeping a tall posture, staying open. Also trying to slow down our movement so they stay controlled. 3, good, 2, last one, holding at the top here, find gentle pulses. Option to challenge yourself by lifting the back foot or the bottom foot up off of your mat. So really forcing your hips to stabilize just a little bit more. Try not to roll that front hip back and try not to rush a movement where your hips are rocking around. 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex through the foot. If you need to lower that bottom foot back down as a kickstand, do so. Lift back in posture, this time with a flexed foot. We lift and lower. Try to keep your gaze forward, relaxing your neck. This arm is also relaxed, so find what works. If you're looking to add additional resistance for your thigh, you can place your palm down and actually push down as the leg lifts up. So lots of options here. Remember to really listen to your body. 3, hang on. 2, last one. Hold at the top, gentle pulses here. Lead with the heel. Lift tall through the torso. Engage your abdominals. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that foot down. Roll over onto your belly, setting us up for a forearm plank. Option instead to just come to tabletop or simply take a rest here, choosing to. If setting up for the plank, walk the elbows in towards your chest to touch. Take the tops of the toes to your mat. Allow your hands to stay shoulder distance apart and really try to stay light through the hands. So if making a fist, keep the grip light. Draw the shoulders down, engage the shoulder blades. Take a big breath in here, push into your big toes, float the body up. Holding here for 5, 3, head and neck look down, 2, last one, and relax. Draw the hands alongside the shoulders, press yourself up to tabletop, walk your knees in underneath your hips here, relax for a second and set the body up. Start to press firmly into the hands, put a soft bend into your elbows, tuck your big toes to the mat for support and stability here. Gaze looks down at the mat. Press through the hands to prepare. Inhale. Exhale, float the knees up. Draw navel into spine. Really focus your attention here to your abdominals. Holding. Isometrically contracting here for 3, 2, Tap the knees to the ground, take a second here. If needing to rest, come down all the way and take a break. Otherwise, push back into the hands to set up, draw shoulder blades together, navel in, float the knees just barely off of your mat and hold. Breathe, 3, 2, and lower. Good, one more here. Reset, engage shoulder blades, let the head and neck relax. Pull navel in, push into the big toes and palms and lift. 3 more seconds, 2, and down. Great job. Take a second to press back into child's pose. Maybe walk the hands out, pushing down into the hands for an active stretch through the shoulders. Head can fall. Or for more of a restorative, taking a moment here to relax, place the arms alongside the body, palms facing up. Find your breath and see if you can come back to the breath we started with. Inhaling through your nose for 4, exhaling through your mouth for 4. Start to gently walk your hands up, swiveling your body around and coming to the other side. Take a moment here to remember where you worked on the other side, making sure we keep balance through the body. So if lying down last round, go ahead and set up here. Or if coming up onto the forearm, we want to check in first. Lower leg is bent and on the mat. Top leg is extended fully. Hips are stacked. Shoulders right over the elbow and wrist in line. Option to hold on to the hip bone as a reminder, or extend the arm long, or place it somewhere else that might feel more comfortable. When you're ready, extend tall, lifting through the crown of the head. Let the head and neck release here. Start to gently press yourself up. Extend the top leg and point through the big toe. Smooth motions, lifting the leg up and down. Breathing in as the leg draws towards the sky, and exhale as it lowers. Good. Really avoid slumping here or letting the chest cave in. We want to stay nice and open through our rib cage with a controlled breath, a controlled movement of the leg. Good. So the entire rest of the body is stabilizing here while the leg moves. 3, 2, and then we're going to hold it at the top right here. Little bitty pulses. Really focus in on the hips, making sure they're not rocking here. Our movement is smooth and hips are staying stacked. Core is not relaxed, it's engaged. 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down. Flex through the foot here. Same thing. Recheck posture. Pressing up, lift and lower. Remember the option to float the bottom foot off the mat for more of a balance challenge. 3, good, smooth. 2, last one, hold at the top. 8 little pulses. Really hold that bottom leg steady. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe. Go ahead and relax, rolling over onto your belly as we finish with some lower back work. So allowing your belly to find the mat, tops of the feet also come firmly down. We draw our hands towards the sides, palms alongside our chest, right under our armpits, and then we float the elbows in, tucking them towards the side of the body. Head and neck look down. Inhale, push down into the tops of the feet, engage the glutes, and float the hands up off the mat here. Hold. Good. 3, 2, engage the shoulder blades, and rest. We do that one more time before choosing to add on or staying with this exercise. Push down to the tops of the feet. Inhale, activate glutes, draw navel in. Exhale, contract, lifting up. Draw the shoulder blades towards one another, opening through the chest here. 3, 2, lower all the way down. Choosing to stay here or adding on, press through the feet. Inhale, exhale, float to lift. Hug the navel in, hug the shoulder blades in, hug the glutes. Extend the arms long, and then sweep the elbows elbows in, lifting just a little higher. We swim the arms out and around. Inhale, arms lengthen. Exhale, contract. 4, 3, 2 more. And last one. Holding at the top here. 3, 2, and rest all the way down. Allow yourself to push down into the hands, pressing yourself up, taking your time, walking your knees in underneath your hips, extending the fingertips and fingers, spreading them far apart. Soft bend, coming back to tabletop here. Flat, neutral back, core active, gaze down. Start to press here into the hands. Lift back up just a little bit more and extend your right leg long. Flex through the foot, push into the hands. Keep the weight from sliding back, so keep shoulder where it is as you float that foot up. Soft bend in both knees. Start to lift gently, small pulse. It's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold at the top, bend the knee, press the sole of the foot flat. Lift with the sole of the foot as if you were high-fiving the ceiling. Control the rest of the body, keeping it still. Gaze down for 6. Smooth, 5, 4, 3. Maybe reach a little higher to the sky. 2. Last one. Good. Bring the leg out. Draw it back in here. Reset. Take the left leg out long onto the mat. Slide the shoulders forward. Press into all points of the hand. Lift the heel. Hug the navel. Soft bend in the elbows. Little bitty lifts. Lifting from the base of your seat. 4, 3, 2. Hold at the top. Bend through the knee. Flex through the foot. Flat foot to lift. 7, smooth. 6, check in with head and neck here, no strain. 4, control. 3, 2, last one. Extend, lowering down, and press all the weight back, coming into child's pose. This time making it an active one, pushing into the palms. Walk your fingertips as far forward as you're able. Let the head fall. Press into the palms and drop the head, drop the hips, and hold. See if you can exhale and soften your body, maybe deepen the stretch. So we're coming into our cool down here, starting to relax the body completely. And then slide your hands coming back up to tabletop and around to a seated position on your mat, facing forward. At the top of the mat, send the legs out long. Flex through the feet here. Lift tall through your spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to hinge forward. Allow the fingertips to come down onto the ground for support. Inhale, lengthen one more time. Exhale, fold. Option to now walk the fingertips towards the toes or keep them where they were. Make sure the hands are resting onto either the legs or your floor for stability and support of the low back. Soften the shoulders here and breathe. Start to walk your hands, fingertips back up. Taking your left leg, cross it over your right. Flex through your right foot. Lift tall here and give a gentle hug of your left thigh in towards your chest. Shoulders soften. If you're looking for a little bit more of an intense stretch here, option to hug the arm, taking your left hand to the base of your spine, lifting up, and maybe finding a gentle twist here. Knowing this is just an option, you can stay right where we were or come back there at any point. Soft shoulders, lift tall. Maybe close your eyes here and breathe. And start to make your way back around to the center. Open up the cross. Keep the right foot flexed. Lift tall here, and then start to hinge forward. So getting a little bit of a stretch here, opening through the hip. Option to take that foot and just place it to the inside of the foot if you notice any pressure on the other side. Hands can also come down. They can start to walk, deepening the stretch, but remember to let the upper body soften, including your head, your neck. Start to walk your fingertips back up. Extend the leg. Take your right leg now, cross it over your left, flex through your left foot. Lift tall through your spine, starting with a gentle hug, really hugging the thigh in, lengthening through the side of the thigh and into part of the glute. Option to intensify by hugging in, taking your right hand, placing your fingertips at the base of the spine, lifting first before finding a twist. Shoulders stay relaxed, hug stays committed in towards the center of the body. And breathe. And slowly make your way back around, uncrossing and opening up the hip to a figure four, letting the legs stay here and finding a gentle forward stretch, folding forward, or placing the foot at the sole of the foot in line with the inside of the thigh. Lifting here, again, taking it to a gentle stretch to open up through the hip, or deepening by walking the hands. Wherever you land, remember to lengthen through your spine before folding and releasing. And then walking your hands back up. Find a comfortable place for your feet, cross-legged, legs long, one of each, whatever feels best in your body. And relax your shoulders down and close your eyes here. Let your hands fall to the sides of your thighs or your knees, and then lift to a tall posture. Keeping your eyes closed here, start to just relax your breathing once again. Every exhale, a chance to soften your shoulders, relax the muscles around your face, and breathe. We're going to stay here for 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. And last one, inhale. And exhale. Start to gently flutter your eyes open. Thank you all for practicing and taking this class. I can't wait to see you soon.